Hi, I'm Mark from Plate 11, and this is a little video showing you how to put together your brand new Plate 11 shave horse. The tools you'll need are pretty simple: a hammer, a mallet of some kind, a ratchet, and a socket. These are 9/16 sockets. I like to use a deep well for hand tightening one side and then the actual socket on the other. This is a guide pin, but you need something a little bit smaller than 1/4 of an inch to help push the pivot pin in and out of the stage block, and you'll see that later. And then you've got 2 screws that you need to screw in, and they are combo drives, so you can either use a number 2 Phillips or a number 2 Robertson. You should have gotten 2 boxes. The first box is a little bit smaller. It has the seat, the treadle, the stage assembly, the head, one of the back legs, and a packet of hardware, which includes the main stage wedge, the seat block with the front marked on it, as well as the round dowel wedge for the top, 2 bolts for the back legs, an extra bolt for the front leg, and the little hitch pin that holds the treadle in place, as well as the 2 screws you need to screw the seat block into the seat onto the seat block. So let's get started with that. We'll do the base first. This is the swing arm. You don't need it right now. The front leg is stored inside the front of the rails, so you should be able to just swing it out into place. Take one of it's the only short bolt in the set. Slide it through, washer, nut. Okay, get your back legs, figure out which one goes where. That's that one. The 2 long bolts are for the back. Hey, Aldo. Doesn't take a lot of attention here, just enough to keep the legs together. Okay, that's your base. Go ahead and drop the stage in. It goes, well, if that's the back of the shave horse, where the seat goes, in the long opening. In the short opening, the stage assembly drops in. And it could be a little tight. That's okay. Just get it in there, make sure it's up tight to the block that's glued in. And the wedge, all the wedges go in from the right side if you're sitting on the shave horse. You can knock that in tight with a mallet. Okay, the pivot pin will either be in the hardware package or it'll be already inside the stage assembly. So that's where I'm going to take this guide pin. Just give it a little push. You might have to tap it with a mallet. Slide the swing arm in. The curve on the top of the head here, up here, faces front. So you look at where the pin is, look at where the holes are, and just get it in there. The head drops on. And round, there's the flat side that goes down. Tap that in. Tap that. The treadle slips in that way. And you can put this at any height you like. There's 3 holes pre-drilled. You can always drill holes higher than these, but I don't suggest you go much lower unless you really have to. When you get the shave horse, the swing arm should move in the opening, but you may have to plane it down to get it to move smoothly. It depends on the weather in your shop. The pieces will expand and contract. You want the arm to be able to swing open on its own. So if it'll do that already, you're fine. If it won't, you may want to pull it out and just take a couple of really light shavings off with a smoother until you get it moving on its own. The only real mechanical assembly you have to do with these is putting the block onto the seat. And the only thing you have to be careful about here is to make sure you don't cross-thread the holes. These have already been installed and then taken apart to pack. So you want to put the screw in and turn it counterclockwise until you feel it click. And then you can basically run them through until they just start to come out on their own. And then grab your seat block and make sure the arrow points to the front. It should just drop right on those holes. Oops. This block under here holds the seat at the right angle, and the sandpaper keeps the seat from slipping while you're using the shave horse. If you need to adjust the position of the seat, you just lift it up, slide it, and set it back down. As simple as that. You've got yourself a shave horse. If you want to, when you're using the shave horse, you want to keep the head in the lowest position possible to grab the piece that you're working on. The higher you get, the less force you develop when you push the treadle. To adjust the height, swing the head forward and lift up, and just find the position that you want. You can work pretty tall parts and all the way down to very small parts. The pivoter has a limit in it, so it can only pivot so far, so it doesn't end up getting turned around in a place where you can't use it. If you want to adjust how much it moves, you want to add a little bit of rotation to it. There's a little mortise behind this plate that you can remove material from, or even glue material into the opening and change just how much that thing pivots. That's it. Enjoy the shave horse. Have fun making chairs.